Hey, you know how we talk about how cool the Internet of Things is?
Yeah.
Um, One of my absolute favorite Internet of Things stories this week. So I don't know if you heard, but Amazon Web Services had a huge outage yesterday. It went down, and a lot of bad things happened, right? A lot of people lost their apes, for example. Apes went away.
Oh man, not my apes.
Yep. If you went to go look at pictures of your apes, you might have been greeted with some image not displayed. Sorry, AWS is down. But if you happen to have one of them big honking smart beds, and then the Amazon Web Services outage occurs while you're, I don't know, using the heating on your smart bed, then you might have experienced a bed that was stuck in overheating mode that would not turn off because no connection to the server means you cannot control the bed or do anything with it. If you were on a bed that was, for example, tilted upwards at an angle, you could not return that bed to normal position because it locked itself in whatever state it was in as soon as the servers went down. Some people had beds that they described as bricked.
Yeah.
Because a bed can get bricked now.
Yeah, so this is something that, I mean, we're tech people, right? We're gaming people, right, Wooly? We're in that ecosystem. And there appears to be two types of those people. There's people like you and me who I don't want my fucking fridge to connect to shit. I want my fridge to plug into the wall and make my fucking food cold. And then there's like early adopters, people that I would describe as like just absolutely obsessed with the cult of the technologically new, who are so obsessed with living in the future that they make sure that every single thing they get is an absolute ready to break piece of fucking shit.
Well, and the thing is that you've always have a company that's willing to serve that person exactly what they're looking for if it has a shiny screen on it and some buttons and some noises. And 10 out of 10 times, it's dog shit that doesn't work.
Star Trek. Oh, whoa, yeah, is it?
Get your juice press, right? Yeah, exactly. Get your fucking flat juice press that has no actual fruits going into it to squeeze your juicero. You know,
I have a dumb bed. It's a bed that has covers.
Like the idea, and that's the thing, is like the idea that you would have this type of bed or this type of thing option available and not immediately have a single like physical gear, like thing you turn and it just makes the bed drop back to normal.
Why would you do that?
It's crazy.
Why would you have that though?
A failsafe?
The bed's gonna, but it'll never fail.
It'll never fail, right? The servers will never go down. There should never be a problem. Yeah. And like, the cheaper the thing is to make in a lot of cases, the more you save by taking away options from people. So, you know, you see this in like low-end laptops where they come really affordable, but they're like absolutely bloated to shit with garbageware. It's bloatware, etc. Runs like garbage crap. There's buttons, there's ad buttons on the laptop. So, yeah, there you go. Folks, if you're buying a smart bed, don't. You probably want to get a dumb bed or you know, get yourself a bed that will not lock you in a upright position while also overheating you when your internet goes down or when, worse, a web service goes down, right? Because that's the type of thing where it's like, oh, if the connection in your house fails, it probably has something to be like, oh, no connection found, whatever. But when your connection to the internet is fine, but the other end server is failing, it's probably getting an error message that it's not ready for, where it's like, well, hold on a minute, the bed company servers are still up, therefore things are fine. So what's going on? What's wrong? There's something else further that's hitting a cycle that we don't know what to do. As your bed tries to ping the servers. So... yeah, Good stuff. Love. Is it? It's internet. It's Internet of Things, right? Well, what was the internet? There's an actual account where it's just people having screenshots of like their toaster updating its firmware.
Yeah. Don't care for it.
Horrible.
Pretty bad.
The other big thing is a fallout from the AWS outage. Did you hear about the smart beds overheating?
I heard about the smart bed. What I couldn't believe is that they said they were trying to like have this like rage bait, tantalizing headline, which was that this $2,000 smart bed was affected by it, and it left the heat on or something like that, and then got stuck in the upright position. It just, I guess, it automatically went to the upright position. Is there such a thing as a $2,000 smart bed? I've looked at some of these things. There's like one that's like a pod or something. It was like 8,000 pounds.
Oh
which
my
is like
God.
10 grand. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Is that like one of those like new Japanese pods that like washes and dries you in 15 minutes?
Let's hope so. It should do so. It should be like that bed in Dungeon Crawler Carl where you get like 8 hours of sleep in 2 hours.
Just by like walking over it. Yeah, this is I guess it's a company called 8 Sleep that has these smart beds, and they
that's the company.
Yeah.
There's not a single one of those. I'm going to look this up right now. That's $2,000. That's the one I looked up.
Maybe that's the budget model, and that's why it gets stuck. So I guess they use cloud connectivity to track like biometrics, to control temperature and stuff like that. So basically, when AWS went down, you couldn't access the bed to manage your bed. So they were it's not necessarily that they were overheated. They couldn't be changed. So they were stuck on whatever setting that they were at. So some beddings, like if they were all set to like cozy mode, then yeah, I guess they overheated, but it's not like all the beds just started superheating the second they lost connectivity, but they got stuck. So if you were like, you do that thing where you can like warm your bed up before you get in it and you slip in and you go, when it's really cold outside, probably because it's getting cold, some people were doing that and their bed got stuck on super cozy.
I want to say this thing sounds dope as shit when you read about it. Like it learns about the way you sleep and it can track like your heart rate and stuff like that. And this is the pitch they give you. Like when you start to come out of sleeping, it'll cool your bed down so it keeps you in deep sleep. And then also when it's time for you to wake up, it just kind of heats you up slowly. So you're like, get up on your own.
It's like putting, bakers will like put their baguettes or something like in the oven like 4 o'clock in the morning, and then you imagine the morning starting as just like the breads and the croissants and stuff just like brown and grow a little bit bigger and like spread out and go and then sun comes up and ding, they're done and they're ready to come out, and so are you.
This is from 8sleep.com. This company, who I believe, unless there's a weird coincidence, and there's 2 companies that do this named 8. A Pod 5 Core, which is their starting line, basically the one they recommend, it is $3,500. And that's not including the bed. That's just like something that covers your current bed.
What, that's like a mattress cover?
And this is the one, what's the one where it's a sit upright and everything like that? Back pressure, surround sound. The Pod 5 Ultra, which is the cover, the hub, and the base, which is the one that allows you to like sit upright and everything like that. That is, it's been marked down 150 off. It is $5,100.
Oh wait, just wait for their markdowns after this headline.
Yeah, right after the AWS outage, you can have your local server. Also, it's got a subscription plan, of course.
Oh, you have to subscribe.
$25 a month to subscribe to your own bed.
You have to subscribe to your bed.
Yeah, you have to
Come
subscribe
on.
to your bed. Unless you want the elite plan, which is $33 a month. But Ashley, $399 a month. Or a year billed annually. So you can save money if you bill annually.
Man, so I'm going to be sitting in my like subscriber bed watching my illegal ASMR.
Beds are like $2,000 by themselves anyway. Our audience yesterday, this is a quick community roundup. Apparently a lot of people in our community have these 8 sleep pods, and they went to bat for them. They said that these things are great and that they are expensive, but that if you can afford one, it's a third of your life and all that other stuff, that they actually wake up rested now.
Okay, so here's a question.
I know.
So we're learning about this thing because basically it had a catastrophic failure during a tech outage.
Yes.
In which people could not adjust, Bernie, the temperature of their beds. Do you think you could just unplug it?
Well, no.
If it's too hot, can you just unplug it?
One of our users, whose name I haven't done my due diligence to check out their profile, they said that there was a notification from the company actually that they are working around the clock now to have an offline mode for their bed.
Maybe they can connect via Bluetooth.
When we like created all these tethers to the digital world, I didn't think we realized that like all at once we were going to be working to undo those tethers. Isn't it weird?
It is weird, but it's also to be expected, I guess. When you go like, oh, yeah, now I see how that could be a problem. So here's the big question, Bernie. Have you bought one yet?
No.
I know we're learning about it via this failure, but then you hear all these people talking about it.